for you. Moving on to Escorts Kubota. The company reported a strong performance with the highest ever quarterly revenues. Margins improved by 480 basis points, though the tractor volumes were slightly lower. Bharat Madan, the whole-time director and the CFO of the company, is with us on the show now. Bharat, morning, and thank you very much for joining in. Can we talk about the tractor volumes down 7% on a year-on-year basis? What can you guide for tractor volumes in the second half of the year? And what can you end the year with? Bharat, can you hear us?
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Hi, we can hear you loud and clear. So just wanted to understand the outlook for the tractor volumes in the second half of the year.
Sure. So just responding to your question, I think the second quarter, as you know, last year the base was high and the festive season actually had started from September itself. That's why we see very good base was there in terms of the growth last year itself. So the season has shifted to October and November. So even though October has been soft because of this shifting of the season to 2 months now, but November looks like it will be better than I think the last year. So overall, we expect the tractor industry has already hit a new peak last year, and we expect the industry this year is likely to be more or less flat, or maybe plus minus 2%, depending on how the last quarter goes. In third quarter, we are looking at more marginal growth, maybe 2-3% again, and Q4 we probably again see similar growth number. The first 6 months have been lower, but I think it will get made up slightly in the balance of the second half this year.
Okay, so you're saying the tractor industry will be flat or at best about plus minus 2% and a marginal growth in Q3. Is there scope to increase margins further? I mean, this one was a good quarter for you because raw material costs have come off quite a bit. But from this 12.2% level that you're sitting at, can you build on to it in the second half of the year?
Yeah, so normally if you look at the margin profile, the second half is better for Escorts historically. So we expect the margin actually will improve. Second quarter actually is the softest quarter with the sales volume are quite low. And the production numbers are good, so that's why you see slightly better margin. But if you compare to first quarter where you see an almost 13.5% plus margin in tractor business. So I think overall full year basis, we expect the margin to be higher than Q2 definitely. I think it will be range of 13 to 14% sort of category in this business.
Okay, we'll come back to this business in a bit, but I just wanted some clarification from you on what's happening with the railway business. Our sources at CNBC-TV18 indicate that Knorr-Bremse, the group, is likely to buy out Escorts' railway business. Is there any truth to that? Any kind of timelines that you folks are looking at to sell the railway business?
Also, we had already, I think, clarified to stock exchanges. This is all market speculation, and as a policy, we don't comment on it. And we also confirmed that there's no truth to that statement, I think what was mentioned. So, yes, I mean, the business is doing well right now. I think you've seen the kind of growth railway has performed, and we remain quite bullish on that business. So, I think both on the infrastructure side, railway and equipment are doing extremely well. And we continue to focus on those businesses right now.
So, you're saying there's no truth to the statement, but I just wanted to understand, are you in talks with the Knorr-Bremse group at all? I mean, have you had any conversations with them over the last 12 months?
Yeah, as a policy, company keeps evaluating various options. So it will be difficult to say whether we are discussing, but we discuss multiple scenarios when you're doing an ongoing business scenario. So nothing concrete. If something material happens, definitely we'll come back to the market and inform everyone. But as of now, there's nothing, no such development.
Okay, nothing concrete yet, but talks are always ongoing to evaluate the business opportunities for various segments. The construction segment, highest ever quarterly revenues, volumes are strong, I think at close to about 1,580. What's the demand trend looking like for the construction segment? Any volume number you'd like to share?
So construction equipment is showing very good growth. Looking at the government spending on the infrastructure space this year, so the kind of CapEx government has earmarked is huge. So we're seeing almost 40-50% sort of growth coming in that business now. And second half normally is a good period actually for construction equipment. So first half typically because the monsoon is slightly lower, even though this time because of the delayed monsoon and patchy monsoon. And the second quarter saw very good demand. So we expect in H2 also demand will continue the way I think we've seen in the first half. So the same momentum will continue. And there's also the likelihood of some emission norm changes happening from 1st of April, in this segment. If that happens, there'll be some pre-buying also, which you can see happening in the last quarter of this year.
Okay, just coming back to the railway business, I understand that you said that all these talks of selling the railway business are speculative as of now, but you also mentioned that the railway business is doing very well, and this time there was the order book came in at almost 870 crores. What is the kind of order visibility that you have over the next 12 to 18 months, and how much of this current order book would you be executing by the end of FY24? If you can just share some numbers with us as to what the growth in the railway business could look like.
So look at the first 6 months, I think we already done more than 500 crores of top line in this business, and we expect similar number will happen in the second half. The order book number may not show that sort of growth because the execution pace has now increased. So you see the higher number coming up every quarter. In the first 6 months itself, we've seen more than 40-45% growth happening in this business now. So definitely the pace of execution of orders has also increased. So the current order book will be able to execute over the next 6 to 8 months. And you can expect the similar growth momentum will continue going forward also in this segment.
Thank you, sir, for joining in. That's the work coming in on Escorts Kubota. Cello